Neem Karoli Baba or Nib Karori Baba, also known to followers as Maharaj-ji, was a Hindu guru, mystic and devotee of the Hindu deity Hanuman. He is known outside India for being the guru of a number of Americans who traveled to India in the 1960s and 1970s, the most well-known being the spiritual teachers Ram Dass and Bhagavan, and the musicians Krishna Das and Uttal. His ashrams are in Kainchi, Vrindavan, Rishikesh, Shimla, Nib Karori village in Farrukhabad, Bhumiadhar, Hanuman Gadi, Lucknow, Delhi in India and in Taos, New Mexico, USA. Biography and Philosophy. Neem Karoli Baba left his home in 1958, around the time when his youngest child, daughter was 11, thereafter he wandered extensively throughout northern India as a sadhu. During this time he was known under many names including Lakshman Das, Handi Walla Baba, and Takonia Walla Baba. When he did Tapaya and Sajana at Vivania Morbi in Gujarat, he was known as Talaria Baba. In Vrindavan, local inhabitants addressed him by the name of Chamatkari Baba. The Kainchi ashram where he stayed in the last decade of his life, was built in 1964 with a Hanuman temple. It started 2 years prior with a modest platform built for two Shadas, Premi Baba and Sombari Maharaj to perform yagnas. Over the years the temple, situated 17 kilometers from Nainital on the Nainital-Almora Road, has become an important pilgrimage for locals, especially on June 15, when then the Kainchi fair takes place to commemorate the inauguration of the temple, when it is visited by over 1 lakh devotees. He was a lifelong adept of Bhakti Yoga, and encouraged service to others as the highest form of unconditional devotion to God. In the book Miracle of Love, compiled by Ram Dass, a devotee named Anjani shares the following account. There can be no biography of him. Facts are few, stories many. He seems to have been known by different names in many parts of India, appearing and disappearing through the years. His non-Indian devotees of recent years knew him as Neem Karoli Baba, but mostly as a Oe Maharaj a nickname so commonplace in India that one can often hear a tea vendor addressed thus. Just as he said, he was nobody. He gave no discourses. The briefest, simplest stories were his teachings. Usually he sat or lay on a wooden bench wrapped in a plaid blanket while a few devotees sat around him. Visitors came and went. They were given food, a few words, a nod, a pat on the head or back, and they were sent away. There was gossip and laughter for he loved to joke. Orders for running the ashram were given, usually in a piercing yell across the compound. Sometimes he sat in silence, absorbed in another world to which we could not follow, but bliss and peace poured down on us. Who he was no more than the experience of him, the nectar of his presence, the totality of his absence. Death. Neem Karoli Baba died at approximately 1:15 a.m. in the early morning hours of September 11, 1973 in a hospital at Vrindavan, India after slipping into a diabetic coma. He had been returning by night train to Kainchi near Nainital, from Agra where he had visited a heart specialist due to experiencing pains in his chest. He and his travelling companions had disembarked at Mathura railway station where he began convulsing and requested being taken to Vrindavan. They took him to the emergency room at the hospital. In the hospital the doctor gave him injections and placed an oxygen mask over his face. The hospital staff said that he was in a diabetic coma but that his pulse was fine. Maharaj-ji roused and pulled the oxygen mask off his face and the blood pressure measuring band from his arm, saying, "Oe Baka Maharaj-ji asked for Ganga water. As there was none, they brought him regular water. He then repeated several times, Oe Jarjagadish Hari a each time in a lower pitch. His face became very peaceful, all signs of pain disappeared. He was dead. Notable disciples. Among the most well-known of Neem Karoli Baba's disciples were, spiritual teacher Maharaj-ji, Ram Das, the author of Be Here Now, teacher-performer Bhagavan Das, Lamasya Das and the musicians Uttal and Krishna Das. Other notable devotees include humanitarian Larry Brilliant and his wife Girija, Dada Mukherjee, scholar and writer Yvette Rosser, and Daniel Goleman, author of Emotional Intelligence. Baba Hari Das was not a disciple, however, he supervised several buildings and maintained the ashrams in Nainital area before heading to the USA to become a spiritual teacher in California in the beginning of 1971. Steve Jobs, along with his friend Dan Kotk, traveled to India in 1973 to meet Neem Karoli Baba, but arrived after the guru died in September of that year. Hollywood actress Julia Roberts was also influenced by Neem Karoli Baba. A picture of him drew Roberts to Hinduism. Foundations. After returning to the United States, Ram Dass and Larry Brilliant founded the Seva Foundation, an international health organization based in Berkeley, California. Steve Jobs, a friend of Brilliant, also funded the organization. It is committed to applying the teachings of Neem Karoli Baba toward ending world poverty. One of Seva's greatest accomplishments is to have helped return eyesight to over 3.5 million blind people suffering from cataract blindness in countries like Tibet, Nepal, India, Bangladesh, Cambodia and throughout Central and South America and Africa. The organization also has a Native American community health program that works to fight an epidemic of diabetes in Native communities throughout the United States. In the late 2000s another foundation evolved, the Love Serve Remember Foundation, whose purpose is to preserve and continue the teachings of Neem Karoli Baba and Ram Dass. References. Bibliography, Bhagavan Das. It's Here Now. Broadway. ISBN 0-7679-0009-X. Keshav Das. Drugs, an excerpt from Barefoot in the Heart. Sensitive Skin. Keshav Das, ed. Barefoot in the Heart, Remembering Neem Karoli Baba. Sensitive Skin Books. ISBN 978-0-9839271-2-9. Krishna Das. Chance of a Lifetime, Searching for a Heart of Gold. Hay House, Incorporated. ISBN 978-1-4019-2022-7. Mukherjee, Dada. By His Grace, A Devotee's Story. Hanuman Foundation. ISBN 0-9628878-7-0. Mukherjee, Dada. The Near and the Dear, Stories of Neem Karoli Baba and His Devotees. Hanuman Foundation. ISBN 1-887474-02-1. Pand, Ravi Prakash. Divine Reality, Sri Baba Nib Karori Ji Maharaj. Sri Kainchi Hanuman Mandir Ashram. Ram Dass. Be Here Now. Three Rivers Press. ISBN 0-517-54305-2. Ram Dass. Miracle of Love, Stories about Neem Karoli Baba. Hanuman Foundation. ISBN 1887474005. G. Ram Ransom. It All Abides in Love, Maharaj-ji Neem Karoli Baba. Taos Music and Art, Incorporated. ISBN 9780790718222. External links, official website of the Neem Karoli Baba Ashram, Taos, New Mexico, Neem Karoli Baba website, Nib Karori Baba Man of Seva Samiti website.